Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase host Bradley Walsh is set to sign a deal worth an estimated £4 million by ITV bosses in a desperate bid to secure him on the ITV quiz show spanning nearly 2 decades. Bradley Walsh is set to be given a bumper pay deal to stay on ITV quiz show The Chase following discussions over his contract renewal. The 64-year-old TV star has hosted the popular quiz show since 2009, and he's now been offered a deal after previously being on a reported £3.5 million. It has been suggested that, as one of the network's most popular presenters, ITV bosses were desperate to keep him. During negotiations for his contract to be renewed, bosses at ITV were concerned he might quit if he wasn't happy with his package. There was a real concern he might walk away, a source told The Sun on Sunday. Bradley has reportedly secured a pay rise, and everyone is said to be thrilled that he's committed himself to the ITV show. The source added, "The Chase is returning for its 16th year, and Bradley is a much-valued host. Everyone at the show is delighted." The Chase was competing against The Weakest Link when the show launched back in 2009, and Bradley previously claimed that the ITV program won the ratings war because it was more uplifting than its BBC rival. He told Radio Times, "The Weakest Link was a good show, but the problem with it was constantly putting people down and not being very pleasant. Our show is not like that. It's always a very uplifting show, and, we have a lot of fun." Bradley also recalled receiving positive feedback from the public after The Chase premiered. He shared, "The amount of people that came up and said, 'Hey Brad, we've seen your new show. The Chase is great. We really, really like it. It's the best thing we've seen for a long time. So much better than The Weakest Link, which we were up against at the time." There was a buzz around the ITV studios unlike anything seen before. Whispers filtered through makeup rooms, production corridors, and even the crisp confines of the quiz set itself. A monumental deal was brewing, and at the center of it all stood one man, Bradley Walsh. For over a decade, Bradley had been the unmistakable face of The Chase. His charm, wit, cheeky banter with contestants, and ability to hold his own against Britain's brainiest chasers had turned the quiz show into a ratings juggernaut. But behind the scenes, executives were in panic mode. Netflix had called. And so had the BBC. Both were circling Bradley like sharks, hoping to lure him into exclusive hosting deals that could leave ITV's crown jewel, The Chase, without its king. What started as speculative murmurs turned into frantic strategy meetings when rumors leaked that Walsh had been offered not just a hosting gig, but creative control over a brand new quiz format. "We can't lose him," muttered Declan Harris, ITV's head of entertainment, during a late-night boardroom session. "Bradley is The Chase. Without him, we're just a set and some clever people in suits." And so a decision was made. ITV would offer Bradley a paycheck so staggering it would make headlines, silence rival broadcasters, and secure the future of its most beloved show. The offer. The official number was confidential, of course, but insiders spilled to tabloids within hours. £2.1 million per year. And that was just the base fee. Add bonuses for holiday specials, guest appearances, and social media engagement, and the number shot up even higher. Bradley, ever the gentleman, didn't show off, but he did break into one of his trademark grins when asked by a This Morning reporter whether the figure was true. "I don't count the zeros, love," he chuckled. "I just count the laughs I get to share with the viewers." But this wasn't just about money. The new contract included creative input on themed episodes, including a long-anticipated royal family special, production credits on upcoming international versions of The Chase, an option to develop a spin-off series, tentatively titled The Chase Origins, diving into the stories of each chaser's rise to fame. "I've been a part of something special," Bradley said during a press conference, "but now they're letting me sprinkle a bit more of myself into it. I'm thrilled." The backstage reactions. The chasers themselves were initially stunned. Anne Hegarty, the governess, raised an eyebrow and muttered, "Well, I always knew he was worth a fortune, just didn't realize ITV agreed." Mark Lavitt, aka The Beast, joked, "Maybe now he'll finally buy the rest of us around at the pub." But it was Sean Wallace, the Dark Destroyer, who spoke with real emotion. "Bradley brings out the best in all of us. This show works because he's the glue. No amount is too much for what he brings to the table." Behind closed doors, even rival networks admitted defeat. Bradley staying on the chase is like Ant and Dec sticking with I'm a Celeb. You just don't touch that kind of legacy. Fans react. Social media exploded. Hashtags like Bradley Billionaire, Pay the King, and Chase for Life trended for hours. "Worth every penny. He's not just a presenter, he's family," one fan tweeted. Another wrote, "I'd rather they cut 5 reality shows and just let Bradley do the chase every night." Some cheeky fans started a petition titled Knight Sir Bradley Walsh, calling on King Charles to bestow knighthood for services to laughter and intellect. Even rival quiz show host Jeremy Clarkson chimed in, tweeting, "Just heard what Walsh is getting paid. Maybe I should brush up on my general knowledge and take him on." The moment it all hit home. It wasn't until a special episode aired, a greatest hits of the chase, that the moment truly resonated. Bradley sat in the studio, watching clips of himself over the years, bantering with 85-year-old contestant Dorothy, being left speechless by a teenage prodigy, and, of course, that infamous breakdown over the name Fanny Schmeller. Tears welled in his eyes. "This," he whispered, "isn't just a job. This is my heartbeat." He looked up, studio lights warming his face, audience clapping as producers surprised him with a montage of messages from fans, celebrities, and even former contestants who credited the chase for changing their lives. From a mom who used the show to bond with her autistic son, to a retired teacher who said the chase helped her through cancer recovery, to a young boy who had memorized every chaser's stats and now wanted to become a quizmaster himself. "This is why I'm staying," Bradley said softly. ITV's gamble pays off. With ratings higher than ever and international interest booming, ITV's bold move had paid off. The channel announced a refreshed lineup, including Chase World Cup, pitting top contestants from different nations against a global team of chasers. The Chase Late Night Edition, a slightly cheekier post-watershed version, hosted, of course, by Bradley. Bradley's Brainwaves, a behind-the-scenes look at how quizzes are written, researched, and filmed. In the end, it wasn't just about keeping a host. It was about keeping a legacy. And, in the words of Bradley himself, as the studio erupted with applause during the season finale, "I came here to ask questions and have a laugh. Who knew it would turn into the best chapter of my life?"